Hello, and welcome back to Happy Time, Happy Money podcast. And today we have Ron Christopher. Ron is a husband, transit operator by day, and a real estate entrepreneur by night. After paying 20K debt in 18 months, he focused on creating generational wealth for his family by leveraging the power of real estate. He is avidly documenting his journey to inspire others to start building wealth. Hi, and welcome, Ron.
Hi, Viktoriia. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, and the first question that I always ask on that podcast, tell us everything about yourself. Tell us on how you got there where you're at.
For sure. So I recently started investing in real estate about a year ago. So I'm a bit of a background. I moved to Canada about 6 years ago from the Caribbean. And yeah, I just started to hustle. And after being able to pay off about 20K in debt, me and my wife, we just thought about what's the next step. And, we decided that real estate has the potential to create that generational wealth. And, we just decided to dive right in, and I have no regrets today. So started a year ago, and it's been a fantastic journey so far. So we recently bought a duplex that was a year ago. And so far we are, it's been a learning curve. Everything that could go wrong has definitely gone wrong. And, we're just learning as we go. We're looking to close on a triplex pretty soon, within the next 2 weeks or so. Excited about that. Looking to leverage that property as well to get more and just accumulate wealth as we go on.
Got it. So tell me more about the journey that you went through, right? The paying out of debt. Like, how did you decide that? What is the difference in your mindset right now and before? And what steps did you take?
Yeah, my mindset wasn't what it is right now, to be honest. Toronto's a pretty expensive city. And we had a lot of doubts in our mind, like, it's no way we could afford a property. It's difficult to even think about saving because it's so expensive here. So me and my wife, we had accumulated a lot of debt. When I moved to Toronto, I wasn't working for a while. So we had accumulated a lot of debt while I was looking for a job. And it was, we had to come to the realization that, we are in pretty bad shape financially. And, we created steps. So the steps that we created, we just looked at what we had in front of us, and, we worked backwards. We wanted to get rid of that debt. So we had to work backwards. So we had to create a plan. So that plan basically was to get rid of the debt that accrued a lot of interest. So your credit cards, your line of credit. So we tackled those and just work our way down. A few strategies in between, finding like credit cards that were like zero interest. So that helped us to, not get choked off by the interest payments per month. And yeah, we just built a strategy that could work. Obviously, we had a bit of fatigue, not being able to go out and enjoy dinner with friends sometimes. And, a lot of people would understand that you're on a personal journey, and, you have to do what it takes to achieve that goal. So, we had a lot of moments where we were doubting ourselves. And yeah, we just continued grinding it out, paid off that debt. And, for us, the next step was creating wealth. So, we had some money saved up, and we put that money towards our first investment property as our down payment. And, we are happy that we did that.
Awesome. So what would be the number one advice you can give to somebody who is just starting on that journey?
The number one advice I would give is, to fully immerse yourself in the information. So whatever journey that you're trying to get on, fully immerse yourself in that. And, whether it be real estate in investing or even knitting, whatever it is, immerse yourself in that information and be obsessive with learning. That's the number one advice I would give. So whether it be like a podcast like yours or reading a book, just fully immerse yourself in that. And the bonus, that bonus advice I would give is to just take action. I used to hate hearing on every podcast, just take action. And I'm like, it's just not that easy. But you just have to take action, because if you accumulate all that information, all that knowledge, it's useless if you don't put any action behind that. So whatever you learn, just do it. You're going to learn anyway if you make mistakes, but just do it. So that's the bonus advice that I would give.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that you keep hearing that take action, take action, take action. And then you're like, it's not that easy. But if you choose for that to be easy, it will be easy, right? It all comes from our interpretation. If 100%. I choose that to be easy, to take action, then it will turn. Maybe not at the first time you do it, maybe then the second, third, but you got to keep working on your mindset. And everything comes from here. I think right now for you, take action is so much easier because you're like, yeah, that's like, of course. There is like no question I want to take an action on something that I learned or implement or a new strategy or something else. So I just wanted to learn that as well. Well, and the last question that I always ask on that podcast is to fill in the blank question. So fill in the blank for me. If you really knew me, you will know that I am blank.
If you really knew me, you would know that I love fragrances. I am a fragrance enthusiast. It's sort of an obsession. My wife would roll her eyes every time I look at fragrances online, but I'm a fragrance enthusiast. I don't know, it just makes me feel good just to have a good fragrance wearing. So yeah, if you really knew me, you would know that I'm a fragrance lover.
Nice. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming over. You can find Ron on Instagram. We will link everything in the show notes. So just if you're watching or listening to this episode, whatever you're doing it, scroll down. There's going to be a link to our page, and there you can find biography, all the links and Instagrams and everything that we mentioned in this episode. Thank you so much for coming, Ron, and sharing your knowledge.
Absolutely, Viktoriia. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And I hope I inspire someone.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing it. It's generous to share our stories and share what we know. And thank you so much for watching and listening. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.